Hi, sir. Can I share my screen quickly?
Okay, Kasawan can share.
Okay. Okay. Sir, I try many ways for still this
Good.
error come up.
Alright,
And
okay.
then I found one article. They say this one, but I don't know whether it's work out or not.
Try again, go back. Okay,
Okay.
press play first. Press play first.
I close this first the error.
Okay.
I uninstall and install it back. I think two times already.
Okay, wait. Tengok. Press OK. Oh, yeah, press OK. Okay, cuba buat one more virtual device. Create another virtual device. Just go back. Okay. Itu tengok yang putih tu apa?
Okay, okay.
So, no. Tengok yang putih tu. Yang putih tu, the one that come out. No. Bawah. Wait. Let me control
Okay.
it. Macam biasa.
Oh.
Oh, that's an error message. GPU not found. GPU not found. GPU found. Wait. Okay, let's try one more time. I will just create another one. Tekan pangkah ni.
Which one, sir?
No, close the window. Close the window. Close Android emulator window.
Okay. Just.
Hang on.
Okay.
Your PC hang. I cannot. Dia tak bergerak. I cannot see. Share one more time.
Okay.
Okay. Sekarang dah gerak. Go back.
So I can
Close this one.
open back the
AVD manager. Yeah, open back AVD manager. Okay, go back to AVD manager. Okay, create new virtual device.
Go for the lowest
Pergi tengok, okay,
resolution, sir.
press one correct, 240 or something, cuba. And then press next.
Is installed.
Correct queue, correct, press next.
So it's
Okay, then press finish.
so I have the latest one is the on the top.
Okay, press play.
Still the same, sir.
Press okay. See what? Wait, screenshot this to me and send on, screenshot this to me and send on me. Yang actually let me help Kesavan kejap, Diana and Joel. While waiting, you screenshot this to me. I want to show the while waiting. Baca dulu buku. Not now we have the PDF yesterday, right? So while waiting, you go to the PDF that I shared while I'm helping Kesavan. This PDF, alright. So try to at least after this we will start Flutter right away. If possible, self-study chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I will start directly chapter 5. My normally I start directly chapter 5. Alright, while waiting you got sorry. This one.
Oh, done, sir.
Okay, sekejap. You PM me already,
Yep.
Okay, let me check. Okay, check my ni I share you ni something on ni. You tengok yang link tu, the link that I give. You pergi dekat C users, C.
Give me a second, sir.
Buat macam apa, buat macam saya dah semalam kan. Go to C.
Go to my C, is it?
Your C tak apa. I bacakan untuk you.
Okay, sir.
Alright, pergi C, users.
Okay.
And then K7 tu kan.
Okay. Android.
.android.
Okay. Click to Android. Okay.
Click .android. And then after that, okay, create a new file. Right click, new, new text document.
Your text document. Okay.
Nama file, and then the file is advancedfeatures.ini ya. Advancedfeatures.ini. Jap. You can ambil, make sure nama tu betul ya. I paste it there on your Slack.
Okay. Advanced.
Ni apa, you ambil dari Slack. You ambil from Slack. Nanti kalau salah, advancedfeatures features.ini. Take it from Slack. Kalau salah nanti dia tak baca. Alright, right click, rename. Then paste it. Okay, enter. Alright, and then inside, kenapa dia? Inside the file, open the file.
Okay.
Paste the two links that I give just now. Ada dua benda tu, copy. Paste, alright, save. And then close it. You right click balik dekat tu, advanced features ini, right click balik. Right click properties. Okay, I think okay already. Jom. Type of file, macam mana nak ubah type of file? Type of file, I think okay. Let's try first. Press OK first. Wait, I will check. Type of file. How to change type file in then. Okay. Pergi dekat you punya view. On top tu ada view.
Okay.
View. File name extension tu you tick kan? File name extension, tick kan dia? Kanan tu. Okay. Alright, yang file tu, rename kan dia, buang txt. So right click rename and then buang .txt. Okay.
Yes,
Correct. Enter.
the last one is INI.
Correct. Okay, press yes. Okay, and then try balik, pergi balik dekat Android Studio. Alright, try to start back the smaller one first.
Seems working lah, sir.
Cuba tengok balik kan. Tak apa, press OK. Press OK. Tak apa, biar je buka dulu. Ni kita buka yang kecil dulu lah, alright. And then bila yang dah besar apa, when dah okay, and then kejap lagi masa break you can try the big one lah. Or not the big one, the bigger one kan.
The bigger one.
The bigger one.
Okay. So how to install the Flutter then from here?
And then pergi balik dekat Android Studio, alright. And then go to file. Go to settings. Okay, ni kita remind balik, recall balik what we did yesterday. File settings.
Settings. Is it? Oh, okay. Sorry. Okay. Click it.
Click it. Left side you cari plugins.
Okay.
And then yang kanan tu you cari Flutter. You type je kat atas tu, type tu search tu kan, you type je Flutter atas tu. Kan ada type tu, F-L-U-T-T-E-R. Kenapa tak ada? Oh, pergi dekat marketplace, select marketplace. Atas tu select marketplace. Type Flutter. Atas tu tekat search in atas tu ada marketplace yang install, you pilih marketplace. Yeah. Ada 2 tab. Go up kan? Ada 2 tab tu. Go up.
Oh, tab. Okay. Ini
Select marketplace, not installed, because now you are on installed. Don't give me control. Okay, buka balik file settings. Okay. Alright. File. Tekan balik. I tak boleh tekan, I boleh point je.
Okay.
Oh, boleh. Okay, file. Settings. Alright, ni. You press this.
Okay.
Alright, then you select Flutter here.
Because I just download but not install, is it?
Tak ada, ini because dia tak jumpa ni. Patutnya dia jumpa ni. Try one more time. Internet connection ni. Check the internet connection. Me tutup close my video. Okay. Dia tak ni. Tu kan check the internet connection and refresh. Dia tak ni. Dia tak jumpa.
Because sir, yesterday what I did, I download the Flutter, but I'm not installing it yet. Is it because of that?
No, not because of that. This one we do without installing it. But it's not coming up. You same internet or different internet now? Slow load.
Same. Okay.
That's a problem. Dia kata internet. Dia kan itu dia check internet connection and refresh. Marketplace plugin are not loaded. Kenapa ni?
So should I close like? Close.
Cuba tengok dia lagi. Kalau tak kena pergi settings plugin dan manage plugin properties. Setting plugin settings plugin. Kenapa tak lupa? Manage plugin repositories. Okay, jap kita cuba tambah. Plugins. Try kenapa tak ada you punya? Sama juga.
Dan apa ni?
Ya.
Baru
Alright.
keluar.
So now you look for Flutter.
Okay. So just
Accept. Okay.
install macam tu je. Sir.
Kalau ikut tak apa, macam ni je. Install. And then dia akan suruh restart.
That is final stage lah.
Lepas ni masa buat project kena apa tadi hari yang you download tu actually you kena unzip lah. Alright, after you unzip it, we point to that folder. Time out after the appointment to come online. Emulator pun tak keluar lagi ni. Okay, I think K7 pun almost done. After this cuma emulator dia sangkut lagi. But just make sure that you get the code. Nanti masa break kita cuba tengok balik emulator tu. Alright. Tak apa, tak apa, kita habiskan the installation. At the same time also, let's say after this you need to install for somebody, for your friends, at least you remember back at how to do it. I will do it on K7's PC. K7, are you next to the Wi-Fi ke jauh?
Yep. Dekat je.
Dekat je ya?
Just next to the Wi-Fi.
Because
tak jauh pun.
Tak jauh ya, because sometimes it effect. But kalau dah dekat tu, dekat lah. Okay, restart IDE then we will restart IDE, press restart. Tengok dia sebab ni pun slow, but this one is PC. Baru ni, ya Allah. Baru dia keluar. Okay, close app. Okay. Okay, so once do this, once done, alright, once this is done, tutup. Yang ni, this one we can close. We can do file, new. Alright, Flutter project. File, new Flutter project. Okay, so that's how we do it. File, new Flutter project. Okay, and then this one you select Flutter. Alright, kita select Flutter for this one. Nanti ingat ya, file new Flutter project, you select Flutter. And this one Kesavan you cari, where is the file that you download tadi? Where do you download it?
The Flutter, right? Flutter is, yeah, inside the C.
Inside C
Oh,
C.
sorry, it's a desktop. The desktop.
Desktop okay. Kalau desktop, kena lah users. Kesavan. Okay. Desktop kan, desktop.
Yep.
Desktop ke download? Desktop or download?
Oh.
Desktop tu alright, okay. But apa, kena unzipkan dulu. So kita unzipkan dulu. So if you can see users Kesavan, alright. Mana? The desktop desktop.
This one.
This one, alright. So unzipkan dia dulu. Nanti you jangan letak kat desktop. You know that if you put in desktop dia, that's why it's slow when it loads. Because too many things on desktop. That's one thing lah. You can put it on new or something. Nanti you pindahkan lah to somewhere else. Okay, extract it. Tekan extract.
Okay.
Tekan.
Actually, I got extracted. Hold on, sir. Can I check the desktop for a while?
Can?
I got extracted. Oh, it's okay. Never mind. Just.
Okay, saya kena teruskan sikit Saban. Sejam lagi. You nanti you refer je balik the video.
Okay, sir.
Slightly long bit so that if anything I can check for you as well.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, for the rest, alright, if things like this happen, you just keep reading, You just keep reading. Because the important is everyone got it lah, alright. So I opened yesterday project, alright. And then I press play on the device. Alright, so I open the device yesterday, right? Yesterday I cakap kan before class, you press play on the device, you open it. After you press it, alright, and then you press play, alright, sebab I told you kan, kalau tak restart PC macam ni lah, alright. If tak restart then it fast because Mac normally people don't really restart on Mac, so that's why it's faster for me to do. I tekan je benda dah keluar. Alright, so that's how we normally do in when we start the project. Alright, so this is the starting code. They will give you this code. Alright, by default, they will give you this code. Alright, so this is the code that they give. So what we are going to do now is from this code, right, from this code, we are going to create a hello world. Alright, if you remember kan, when we did mobile app, when we did Expo, the first time we did Expo, we create a simple mobile app. Right, ada hello world, then we have picture at the bottom, then we have a button, everything. So we will redo the same thing. Whatever that you did on Expo, right, you will redo it again on Flutter. Right, so dia akan you will learn the same thing twice, but using two technologies. And then later after that, what happened after this is you see which one you like, not you like, right? Which one you think you're more comfortable, right? Are you comfortable with using Expo or reactnative, or are you more comfortable with Flutter? And then you can specialize on that, right? You can continue studying, you can continue creating projects on the language that you are comfortable, right? So we are going to do the same thing. To do app, what did we do? Quiz app, right? Quiz maybe tak buat lah kan. To do app, we did the Harry Potter apps. We did the counter, right? The BMI calculator. All that we will do it again, all right? All that we will do again, but using another technology which is called Flutter. So to start, so you have to remember this step properly. Alright, you have to remember this step properly, and I will write it down as well so that nanti kalau if you need reference, macam I think someone might need reference kan, so I will just type it. So ni, the main reference for this class at the moment is my slide. Alright, the slide that I give, the magic slide. So at the magic slide, this is the main reference at the moment. So we just pin it to channel. Alright, so nanti kalau if anything you just look here lah. So it's this slide at the moment. Okay, so the first one is remove all the codes. Okay, once your Flutter project is created, remove all the codes from line 30 to the end. All right, line 30, you check, which is you start with class my home. Class my home. All right, so that's what you are going to do now. All right, once your Flutter project is created, remove all the codes from line 30 sampai habis. Why? Because we don't want the counter. We want our hello world page. Right? Line 30 ke bawah ni is actually the counter. Right? The counter that you see here. Right? We want to create our own page. All right. So you remove it, and then remove all the comments from line 14 to 22. All right. So I will add here remove all the comments from line 14 to 22. Okay, so you will come out with this small piece of code. Alright, so nanti jangan lupa tomorrow when you have to redo it, tomorrow maybe you do the BMI calculator. Alright, don't forget this step. Alright, so this process, is called getting, alright, the starter code of a Flutter project. Alright, and you always heard me talk about boilerplate code, alright, or I'll call it a boilerplate code. Right. Boilerplate code ni, if you remember your module 1, alright, dia macam yang HTML tab kan, HTML tab, then you will have head, body, and then title and everything kan. So that's a boilerplate code. So in Flutter, when you start, you do this process. Alright, once your project is created, remove all the codes from line 30 to the end, right, and then remove all the comments. So you will get this thing, which is called the starter or the boilerplate code. Right, so this is the thing. Once you are done, you let me know. Diana, once you are done, you let me know. Because kalau I'm not sure Raj is there or not. Raj said that he's going to be late, but he already attend this class, so that's why I said tak apa. For him is a revision. But nanti kalau you need help during the break, we do together macam tadi. So once Diana lah wakil buat masa ni, but I want everyone to get it. But later we do longer break so that I can check as well. Okay, so this is the starter code. Alright, this is the starter code. I have it on my slide. Alright, in case you forget. Alright, in case you forget, where's the code? Where's how to get it or something? Right, inside my magic slide. I make a mistake. I make the same mistake as yesterday. I didn't close all my stuff. Sekarang dia stuck sedikit. Let me quickly do it first before I continue. Okay, let's see. So I will open back the Okay, so kalau you tengok my slide, now I open the slide somewhere. somewhere on this page, all right? Somewhere on page 26, all right? Somewhere on page, I didn't have it. I rasa tak ada dalam slide ni, but I will give you another slide, right? I will give you another slide later. Right? I know I had it somewhere, but I think it's just that I mistake which slide I have it, right? I will share with you the link to another slide. Right. Okay, once you have done that, you will type STLESS. All right, once you do that, you will type STLESS. After that, you press tab. All right, tab is the thing inside your PC yang sebelah Q. All right, so inside your PC, sebelah Q ada tab. All right, you press tab. All right, and then you're going to type my home page. All right, press tab. All right, STLESS, press tab. All right, after that, you will write the file, the name, all right, of the file, which is my home page. So STLS plus tab, and then type my home page right away. You will have something like this, all right? You will have something like this, and remove the red thing on line 70. All right, remove the red thing on line 70. I think I silap lah, right? I should remove the red thing on line 17. Remove the error on line 70. So your code should be something like this, all right? I should say this lah. This should be the boilerplate, right? It should be something like this, all right? Which is this is the real boilerplate. This is the real boilerplate. Okay, and then if you press save, all right? If you press save, inside the simulator, all right, after a while, inside the simulator, it should be black, all right? It should be black because, of course, I already deleted all the counter and everything. It should be black. Okay, so I stop as well, all right? I stop as well. Okay, someone dah unzip. Is it unzip?
Still running, sir.
Still unzip. Tak apa. Nanti, still zipping, still unzipping,
Still, yeah.
Tadi, sorry, pasal you message there, I actually on the way back lah dalam kereta semua, so at 5, right, from the, so that's why we at 5 tadi kan, but yeah, I was on the way back. Apa. No lah, sorry from my side, because
okay. No problem.
Okay, so this is how we start a Flutter project. Right? Every time you start a Flutter project, you will try to remember this. I open my lampu. Right, so every time you start a Flutter project, you try to remember these steps. Okay, boleh ya? Alright. After this, alright, we're going to Flutter. As I mentioned yesterday, right, we will refer to flutter.dev berkali-kali, right? We will use this as our main reference, especially on the flutter.dev flutter.dev tutorial flutter.dev. Alamak. Actually they changed the thing, so I pun macam flutter.dev flutter.dev component. I don't know. Okay, widget catalog. Alright, especially on this part. Alright, especially on this part. This is what we call the widget catalog. Alright, this is what we call the widget catalog. We always talk about component. Alright, in React Native. So what is a component in React Native? Is a UI element. I always talk about UI element. So kalau apa, for example kan text box, alright, text box or text area, right? So you have been introduced of UI elements is module 1, right? You have text area, text box, you have drop down menu options. So that is a UI element. In HTML is called UI element, right? In React Native we call it component. Right? In Flutter it's called widget. So now we are going to explore the widget, the Flutter widget, and then we're going to use it inside our application. Right? And then the first widget that we're going to see is under basics, and it's called a scaffold. Right? So this is the first widget that we need to learn. Right? The first UI component that we need to learn is scaffold. So we just put here important, all right, important right. So the first one is scaffold, right? So what is a scaffold? A scaffold is actually a structure, the structure of a mobile app. Right, is the structure of a mobile app. What is the structure of a mobile app? So if you open any mobile app, you will see that they always have the same structure. It will always have what we call an app bar. Right, so this is the app bar. It will have the body part. All right, so you will see a body part. Sometimes it will have a floating action button. All right, so this is an app bar. This is the body part. This is a floating action button. Sometimes it will have a drawer. Sometimes it will have a drawer. And sometimes it will drawer. What is a drawer? Drawer, I think we already discussed this when we did React Native. Kan you open Gmail, right? You open Gmail on the top left, right? On the top left there is a button on Gmail, the hamburger bar, the tiga benda apa? Dash tolak tu kan. So that is a drawer, right? It will have a tab at the bottom, right? Tab which is called bottom navigation bar. Right? So these are some of the things, but we always start with the basic first, which is the app bar and the body, right? So what you're going to do, right? You're going to replace the word container here with the word scaffold. Alright, so inside my app, I will draw a scaffold. Alright, I will macam normally you do like this, kan? Open close. But in Flutter is like that, scaffold, and then a scaffold will have an app bar. Right, this is a property. Inside an app bar, I will create a new app bar. The app bar will have title. The title is a text, hello world, and it will have a body. Inside the body, I will have the text, hello, welcome to my app. All right, welcome to my app. Right. This is an example of a simple app. All right, I want the app to have an app bar, and it will have a body. All right, inside the body, it will have the text, welcome to my app. All right, so boleh cuba ni, and then we will continue. Okay, Saban, how many more minutes?
The time remaining, they say 2 hours, but I think it's faster than that lah.
Okay lah, okay, tak apa, kita slow-slow lah. Kalau tak besok kena buat lagi petang dengan I. Besok
Okay, thank you.
Q1 kena pagi ya, kena buat. Bukan pagi lah, pagi pun saya tahu. Around 2 or 3 ya. So around 2 or 3 you can bug me. I think I have like meeting around 4 to 6. And then yeah, 6 is there. But if you want around 2 to 3, around 3 lah, you can buzz me on Slack.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, once done. Okay, boleh? Zainah boleh?
Sir, tak boleh.
Tak boleh ya? Tak boleh. Kalau share screen. Kita tengok.
Sekejap. Sekejap. Dia ada line kat sini. Saya tak tahu apa.
Dekat mana ada line? Oh, my home. Cuba tekan play balik. Itu error message je. Tengok balik ke Android ni tak apa je ni. Rasa warning tu. Okay, let's try. Cuba tengok balik simulator.
Okay, dah keluar dah.
It's a warning.
Kenapa dia ada line tu?
Dia ada warning. Dia macam terus tulis tambah cons. But actually it's a warning. you can ignore it. Kalau yellow you can ignore. Kalau merah you have to fix it.
Oh, okay.
Dia ada tulis tu kan, but that one I macam cuba elakkan lah. Kalau the code will be longer.
Okay.
Okay, so that's for ni. Okay, and then in my slide there is this thing. Right, I will just do one more thing, and then kita boleh ni, and then at least it will give time as well. In case I want to, in case someone want to try, we give time. Okay, inside this slide, I mentioned about everything is a widget in Flutter, right? Dia di dalam everything is a widget. All the element is a widget. When you learn HTML, right? If you remember back, try to remember back your HTML. When you learn HTML, normally you talk about three things, right? Element. Okay, we call an element. Right? We call an attribute. All right. And then we have something that is called entity. That's HTML. And then you have style on CSS as well. And so it's an attribute style, attribute style, all right, for styling, right? But in Flutter, kan, sometimes everything is a widget, right? Everything is a widget. Even to style also is going to be a widget. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do two things. The first one, right? Normally you have text center, right? You have something like this, text align, right? Text align center, all right? So this is HTML. In Flutter, you're going to use widget center, right? You're going to use widget center. So in my text, I will add a widget. Then macam ni, I type center, and then inside center, I will have child, and then sorry. I should not do it. Sorry, I should not do it. I should do like this. I put my cursor on the text. Right? I put my cursor, dekat E or X, right, on the text. I right click. Sorry, I do alternate enter. Right. So I put my cursor on the word text. I do alternate enter, and then I say that I want to center my text. I want to wrap with center, right? So what does it mean? It means that it will create a widget center. Inside widget center, there is a text, right? And then press save. Then you can see that the text will be centered. So normally we talk about styling and everything, but no, in Flutter, most of it, there is a widget. Inside a widget, there is another widget, right? There is another widget, right? So you can try for the text. Okay, and then last sekali for the text, I want to add a style. All right, I want to add a style on the text. So maybe on my this text, I will put style here. All right, I will put, well, dia macam ada property style. But then inside property style, I have to create an object. Is it style or color? Should I do color? Okay. No, yeah, I have to add style. All right. Then I will have to add another widget which is called text style. Dalam widget text style, then I will have property color. Dalam property text style text text style, colors, read. Sorry, I ingat lupa. Okay, I'll try one more time. Kalau tak, I kena Google. Kalau I just Google lah. Change. I ingat lupa how to change color. Or sometimes my code might be ni sikit. Let me see back how to change color. Change color on text Flutter. Betul. Correct is the thing that I did. On text Flutter change text style. Yep, the things that I did. Okay, I will try one more time. Sebab I pun ada merah ni kan. So yes, I have a text, alright, and then I add style. Inside style, I add text style. Inside text style, I will add. Oh, because the comma, right? Sorry, because of the style, text style, colors dot grid, right? This is the thing that I buat tadi. Okay, so I missed a comma just now. Alright, sorry ya. Okay, so after welcome to my app, I should add a comma. So that tadi merah tu sebab I tak add comma. After that, I will add property style. Inside property style, I will add widget text style. Alright, I will add widget text style. Inside widget text style, there will be a property color. Inside that, there will be a property color string. Alright, so this is how I change the text. Alright, not using CSS or anything, but also using a widget. Alright, now the text will be there. I can change it to blue or anything. Blue accent or something. Right. So this is to start. Alright, this is to start. I think we will stop here so that I don't want Kesavan. I want he be able to try as well. So kita tunggu kejap. Alright, so if you are done, we can have a quick break for Maghrib and Solat. And also we wait if in case you want to update your code anything. I will help lah because Kesavan I will just in case kan let me copy paste lah so that it will help you as well later in case tak dapat.
I say sorry. So once after the downloaded, I still downloading, but I just which file to choose?
Okay, after you unzip kan, when you create a new file tadi kan, when you create a new file, you point to that folder, alright? You point to that folder, the Flutter folder.
Okay.
The one that you unzip. Kan tadi kan macam we are looking for something, right? And then after that is going to just give a file name hello_world, and then you just copy paste the code.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Alright, so if done, kita jumpa 8 PM. Alright, I see you guys at 8 PM. And then we continue lah, and hopefully by then dah okay a little bit. Okay, see you later. But I'm still here anyway. Okay, so that's about it. Kesavan okay ke still?
Yeah, sir. Can I share the screen a while?
Okay.
Okay. Sir, is it normal? Like I click and then come out with this page, a new Flutter project.
Correct. Cuma dekat tepi tu kan, on the left side you press project.
But they say in this.
Sorry, you give me control, I show you.
Okay.
Tak ada. Tak apa. No, tak dapat lagi. Okay, see? There.
Oh, okay. Got
So
it.
the main. Alright, and then you cari balik apa? Main dot dat. Alright, main dot dat. So you bring yang bawah tu, bawah tu. No, betul. Dia yang atas tu, yang the one on top. Bawah tu. Cari lib, lib,
Yes.
lib, lib tu, lib yang warna biru tu.
Okay.
Kat bawah. Alright, main dot dat.
Just click.
Yes. Okay. Bukaan kan, alright.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Right. See the code for that file.
Thank you.
Nanti you tengok je balik macam mana kita dapat to this code. But for now, I give you the code for that file. Nanti dia tak ada bazir masa sangat. Bukanlah tak bazir masa, you have to rewatch lah, right? You have to rewatch.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so now I top up a little bit, right? Just now I have this part which is called important widget in Flutter. I nak top up a little bit what we have seen so far. So after scaffold, right? After scaffold is the structure, right? Structure of an application, right? So that's what a scaffold is. So I want to top up. After scaffold, we have seen the second widget. The second widget that we have seen is this app bar. All right, so app bar is to create, all right, to create the bar on top of our application, to create a bar on top of our application. All right, normally I call it inside scaffold. Okay, so this is the app bar. Then I have text, right? Dalam app bar ada text. So text widget is to show a text, or write something. Right, so that's the text widget. Then what do we have? We also have the center, right? The center widget, right? So center widget to center a text, another widget, right? It's not to center a widget, it's not to center a text, it could be anything. So to center another widget. Right. And then you have text style, right? Text style. Right, to add style, all right. For example, color and font size. Right, we will see font size after this together, and then finally, all right, we have what else? The color, right? Colors, color widget, all right, color widget, all right, to show. So these are the widgets that we have seen so far. Right, these are the widgets that we have seen so far. So in the end, I can boleh cakap ada three type of widget. The first one is positioning widget. All right, so we have this thing which is called widget for layouting or positioning. Okay, tadi you saw actually when we start kan, you saw a container. What is a container? A container is just a box. The black box that you see just now, right, that is a container kan. When we started, we saw a black box. That's a container. Then you have center. Center is, we already said, to center an item, right, inside. To center a child within itself. And then we have column and we have row. What is a column? Dia terbalik tau. It's funny. A column means you want things to be from top to the bottom. Right? You want to susun benda. Right? You want to arrange things from top to the bottom. That is a column. A row means you want to susun thing. Right? You want to arrange thing from left to the right. So in that case, you need a row. So if you want things from top to the bottom, you need to have a column. If you want things to be from left to the right, you need a row. Single child scroll view is for your page to be scrollable. Nanti kita tengok last sekali, I think, because when we add things, right, the thing is need to be scrollable at the end. So what I'm going to do now, or what I'm going to do now, I'm going to open back. Nampak macam ni? If you want to add widget outside of the widget, you buat macam I buat tadi. Alright, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to add alternate enter here. I will wrap with column. Why I want to wrap with column? Because I want things to be from top to the bottom. Alright. And then nampak this one means the closing, right? The closing of this text is here. Right? I will add another text here, and that text that I will add is, for example, I hope you like my app. Right? So this is, then you will see that another row will come out. So welcome to my app. I hope you like my app. If I want another row, or if I want, dia macam pelik tau. If I want another line, because confused kan, actually row here means kiri ke kanan. If I want another line in the same column, so that's why they call it column. In the same column, if you want another line, I will add this is my first app on Flutter. Alright, so that's how you add another row, alright, another row. In Flutter, you have to put everything inside a column. It means that all these widgets will be inside one column. Okay, can try? Okay. All is okay. Okay. Ni okay? Can catch up Kesavan?
Sir, I have an issue here. Can I share the screen now?
Okay lah.
Okay, sir, just
Okay, tengok.
maximize the screen. So this is the code
Ah,
from search.
okay.
Then I
Line
add the
29
code.
tu, okay, you cut balik. Cut line 29 30, line 29 and 30. You cut it. Okay. Cut. Okay. Dah cut. Dia start.
Okay. Sorry, sir. I cut again. I think.
Cut again.
Okay.
Okay. You baca tu, dia kata text center. Alright. So, you have to, nampak tak dia tulis tu text and center.
Okay.
It means that the first curly bracket, it close text. The second curly bracket, it close center. So actually you have to put it after the second curly bracket. After the second curly bracket, you have to put it before. You have to put it, yes, correct. After the second curly bracket. Okay.
After the
Second curly bracket.
Is it here?
Itu yang pertama, yang kedua. The second one.
Oh.
After that, that's the first one kan. The second one. Tak apa. You bawa, you pergi jalan 30 tu. You pergi line 30.
Okay.
Okay, you add comma there.
Comma to the second.
Correct. Add comma. Press enter. And then you paste tadi. Paste balik. Okay. So that one okay. Kejap ya. Kejap. I think ada ada benda tertinggal ni. Okay, yang line 34 tu you buang kod tu. Buang kod line 34. Okay. Cut balik line 31 32. Sorry. Cut balik line 31 32 ni. Alright, you remove it. Tinggalkan satu curly bracket for the center. Okay, tambah satu curly bracket. Sebab you tak buat okay. And then buang comma line 30. Okay. Why it happen? Because I think tadi tak sempat buat. Tak sempat buat macam itu. What you should do, you pergi dekat line 26. You go to line 26, you go on top of text. You click dekat text, perkataan text tu you click on it. Click on the E. Line 26, that is 25. 26.
Okay.
Okay, click on it. And then you click itu right click. Click saja. Not right click. What you're doing is a right click. Okay, click saja. Okay, then you do alternate enter. Alternate enter. Okay, then you do wrap with column. Sebab tadi you try to type. So that's why dia susah. Wrap with column. Okay. Alright, once you do wrap with column, then all the ni kan atas all the bracket will be created for you. So tadi you type, sebab tu tiba-tiba you nampak the square bracket at the bottom. Just now you try to type it. Normally we do like this. When we want to add widget, before we do like that. Alright, after we type. Okay. So now lepas line 32 tu you press enter. Nanti you gonna practice lah. Alright, after line 32 you press enter. And then you paste back the thing tadi. Alright, paste the thing. Alright, tadi you tercopy satu curly bracket lebih, so you remove one bracket. Line 34 tu you buang satu bracket. Line 34, tadi I perasan ni. Alright, so that's how you do it. Alright, kalau you nak add before after you do alternate enter. Alright, you don't type, don't try to type it. I rasa dah okay dah. Actually there is no rate. When there is no rate, actually it should be. Turun bawah macam ada rate buka bawah. Turun bawah sikit. I think should be tutup satu lagi bracket, press one more bracket. Satu lagi bracket. Center, close body. Pandang balik. So that one close column, that one close center. I think okay lah. I think okay already. Safe.
So I have to, because my thing is like this. So
Sebab you punya thing tu tengah load. Nampak tu kan? Assemble, debug and everything. Dia tengah load lagi tu.
So I just click run here, right?
You bila the play button is there, you ni.
Click to run.
Bila play button dah hijau, you tekan run.
Oh, okay. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, so after this, we're going to look for another widget which is called image. Okay, sama tengok kat mana nak tambah semua ya. So we will add another. For example, this one kan. Okay, I put it right. This is one column. This is one column. I want to put the image, for example, after the second text. Kan tengok bracket. This bracket, close this bracket. I press enter. And then I type image.network, right? Image.network, which is I want to get image from the internet. Image.network, and then I letak siap-siap comma dekat after this, alright. And then this one I replace with a URL, double quote. I pergi Google or something, alright. I look for Google. I ambil je lah gambar ni because it's already there. I would just, for example, take this picture URL. It could be any picture. It could be any picture URL. All right, and then I paste it here. All right, and then save it, and then the image will be there. All right, the image will be there. Right. So that's how image.network, all right, is another widget that we see. All right, image.network is another widget. I'm going to do the local picture kan. There's always image from the internet and image from local. Image local kita buat lambat sikit, alright, because it is more complicated than image from the internet. Alright, so I will add another widget here, image widget, all right, image.network, all right, to get an image from the internet. Okay. All right, so this is the code. Okay, all is well, all is okay. Okay, I buat sikit je. Alright, I add few things. Alright, I will just add a style here. Style, text style. Alright, same thing colors. Dot red. But I want to add actually font size. And I was talking about font size. Alright, maybe I put font size 20. Yang ni I buat kecil sikit. Alright, so just make sure font size. Font size 16, for example. Alright. So now the font is different a little bit. Dia lain sikit. And then actually my food for dinner is almost coming in, so lagi I nak turun ambil food panda. Alright, last before I turun bawah, size box. Alright, so size box is actually margin. Alright, you belajar in apa, you learn in module 1, right? Margin padding. Alright, so for margin it's called a size box. So size box height 8, for example, I put 8 here. So I want margin sebab benda semua everything is close to each other. So I will add margin. Now you see there's a space a little bit, right? So same thing as well. After the image also I add margin. Right? After this also I add margin. All right, so that's margin. Okay, so can try to adjust the color, the font, and the margin. And then you let me know. Kejap lagi I want to excuse myself for 5 minutes to go get my dinner for tonight. Okay, any issue for this? My food pun tak sampai lagi. After this we do button lah. After this, while waiting for my food, we do button after this. Okay, Savan okay, still got red. You kena baca betul-betul where's the bracket, right? Just now I saw. Okay, but it's hard for you a little bit because you cannot. It's loading a little bit. Okay, I cari dia punya reference. Button. So you see, like I always hear, right? I always use the widget, right? Just now I shared a link, and I will look for a button. If I'm not mistaken, under material component, I should see a button, right? So we're going to use text button, right? We're going to use text button. Okay, so far, okay, all right. So text button, all right. So text button, very easy, all right, very easy. So I just add at the bottom comma here, text button, all right, text button. It will have child. The child is text press me, all right, press me. And then it will have an on press, open close bracket, curly bracket, print hello world, for example, semicolon, right? Then you will notice something, right? You will notice something. Kena tambah semicolon, kena tambah semicolon. So this is text button. I will just add this so that we will have. I can supaya kejap lagi I can pin it out. We can use it as our reference. Alright. So actually dalam slide pun sama je. Alright. So text button. Alright. So add text pressable text. Alright. And I put it here. Alright. So there's a press me button. But when you type, where is the hello world? Actually, the hello world is actually inside Android Studio. Right? If you open Android Studio, right, at the bottom, right, there is this thing which is called logcat. Right, you tengok kat bawah ada benda nama logcat. And the logcat is actually log lah, right? Similar to our developer options. Right, that's what logcat is. So let's see if I press the button jadi kita, alright, mana? Alright, so there is a hello world coming out at the bottom. Alright, so that's objective. It depends, it depends how fast and everything. Alright, so siapa yang apa? I think tadi pun I perasakan Kesava punya PC lambat sikit loading, but have to bersabar a little bit lah. Have to bersabar a little bit. Hello. Yeah. Okay, so give me 5 minutes. I want to get my food kejap, and then after this we will continue. All right, we will continue because at the moment it's not interesting lah. All right, you press me. All right, it shows here. But what we really want is we want to show it on the UI. All right, so I'm going to like show a pop up. All right, so something that we have. I think we did that. We did an alert with ni Hello World. Right? But now we are not going to create an alert after this. We're going to create a toast. Right. So but give me 5 minutes first. I pergi ambil food and then I come back. Okay, so all is okay ah. Yes. Okay, so far okay. Alright. Oh, ini 8.34 tadi waktu tadi. Okay, so I think okay but slowly lah, slowly. I think it's ni. What we're going to do now, I think this is the question that Raj asked yesterday. He's not here, but he asked about importing libraries, if you remember, right? So inside Flutter, right? Inside Flutter, these are some of the things that's basic. All right, that's basic. I think you notice as well, right? If when you learned Node.js or you learn React Native or you learn something, there is a thing that is basic. Memang ada, right? It's already out of the box. There are some things yang tak ada out of the box. You have to do npm install, alright, or you have to use expo install. So in Flutter also, in most of the development is like that, right? There are some elements, some components, some widgets that's already built in. In Flutter case, for example, everything that is built in normally, it will tell you lah, right? It's inside the widget, for example. But some of the thing is not built in. When it's not built in means we have to do the same thing. We have to do expo in. For example, with React Native, we do expo install. With Node.js, we do npm install. So Flutter pun sama juga. Alright, Flutter, the reference is pub.dev. Alright, there is this website which is called pub.dev. This is where you look for all the things that is not built in. Benda yang tak ada dalam Flutter package. Alright, that you need to download. Alright, we need to download and then we have to integrate it inside our project. Alright, so the download here, I mean, expo ini and npm install. So the one that I want to, what I want to download now, what I want to integrate now is called toast. Alright, what is a toast? Kita cari toast, right? Roti bakar, right? Toast. So you see that toast. We're going to do the second one, Flutter toast, right? Flutter toast, right? So pub.dev, any reference, if it's HTTP and everything, then it's going to be HTTP lah. But today we're going to use toast. This is the reference, all right? This is the reference. How do I know? All right, I have to look for the thing yang ada tulis iOS, Android, iOS, right? Because I want to create Android and iOS. I have to look something that have Android, iOS. So ini ada, everything have. And I need to have something that is that yang ada tulis null safety, right? What is null safety? Null safety means null safety is actually for the latest version of Flutter. Alright, so the latest version of Flutter dia akan tulis null safety. Alright, so the first one tak ada kan? The first one tak ada, so I don't take that one. I take the second one. Right. So how does it work? There is this installing part. Sorry, you will do like this, right? You will do like this. Usually there is this thing at Flutter toast 808. Right. You're going to copy this line, Flutter toast 808, and then inside project, you're going to look for pubspec.yaml. Right, there's this file which is called pubspec.yaml. Pubspec.yaml is actually the configuration file of our application. That's what pubspec.yaml is, configuration file of our application. What I'm going to do, alright, you akan cari perkataan, you akan cari dependencies. Alright, under you see dependencies, you have Cupertino icons here. Alright, you have Cupertino icons here. You press enter and then you paste yang Flutter toast yang I ask you to copy. Alright, make sure that the F and C ni sama. Yeah. Dia tak boleh, I tak boleh buat macam ni. Cannot like this. Alright, I have to make sure that Cupertino icons and Flutter toast is aligned. Once I do that, I will do Flutter pub.pubget. Right, once you do that, you do pubget. If everything is okay, you should see macam ni 1.527 milliseconds completed. Alright, so I take some time, try to do it, and then update me if everything is okay. Oh sorry, dia bukan saya. It's process finish with exit code. Kalau process finish with exit code, then it's working.
Sir,
Yes.
mana nak cari messages punya log tu? Tak jumpa.
Messages punya log ini installing.
Tak, maksudnya nak tengok yang kat bawah tu.
Yang ini ada dekat message alamak, I boleh tengok lah. I share your screen, nanti kita cari.
Okay.
Lagi senang. Not there. Cuba tengok dekat tekan je Pak. Cuba tekan je Pak get. I want to see if it's automatic come out or not. Tekan je Pak get.
Okay.
Atas ada tekan Pak get kan. Dia automatic keluar je.
Alright. Okay, thank you sir.
But I pun boleh tengok kan macam mana. Then only I have an idea. Alright, you just press Pak get. Nanti dia keluar . Sorry, tak perasan ni. Alright, so after you do that, alright, same thing like any other language. Alright, so the reference is here inside example. Alright, inside example, installing is how to import it. Then you have example is where you get the sample code. Alright. Normally you import, alright. So you import the first line, right? You import the first line, you put it. Same thing, any other language one, you have to import it. After you import, you use this example, alright. You have from bawah, you use where is Flutter text. Misalnya macam lain je. Let me see example. No, you okay? Ini sorry, not example. Readme under readme, you have import. Actually, kita boleh pakai ni je. And then you take this example. Alright, those with no build context, take this example, and you put it inside print hello world ni kan. Buang print hello world. gantikan dengan those, alright, replace with those. Save it, alright, save it. Kita tengok ya, kalau jadi, dia jadilah, alright, press me, alright. Kalau tak jadi, alright, if it's not working, stop and play. Normally, if you change something inside pubspec.yaml, you have to stop, then only you play. Kalau you tak ubah pubspec.yaml, if you don't change pubspec.yaml, normally okay. But if you change something on pubspec.yaml, then you have to stop, and then only you have to play it back, right? Because the difference is if you stop play it back, dia lama sedikit, right? It will take time. But if you press play right away, normally it does not take time. But not everything you can press play right away. Once you touch pubspec.yaml, you're gonna stop and then you press play. Alright, okay, boleh cuba, alright, but while sambil tu kita tunggu saya punya, and then we verify mine. I think that's it. Okay, so I try. So press me, then benda tu keluar. Alright, the thing comes out. Right. So just verify that first, and then we change a little bit. Alright, I will teach you to change a little bit. At the moment, press stop, play, and then make sure that the things come out here. Okay, all is well. So you see a little bit, all right? So for example, kan, this is actually the text, right? So I want to change the text to hello world, for example. I just change it from this is center text as now. All right, I change it to hello world. Background color I don't want red. All right, we just delete it. All right, so if I change, then by default it's going to be black. All right, and this one gravity, right? I remove gravity, I think I can as well. Right? If I remove gravity, then it will go down. Right, by default it will go down. All right. So I think that's about it. Actually, the only things that you need is the two lines, right? The two lines. So hello world, that's long length shot. Then by default with it. But if you want more customization, you want color and everything, you put it there. Right? But normally 2 lines is sufficient already. All right. So hello world, welcome to my app. All right. So that's for TOS. Right. That's for TOS. All right. Let me know if everything is okay. All right, I think we stop for 5 minutes, another 5 minutes or maybe. All right, 9:15. Yeah, 9:15. We will. Actually, there is one more thing that I need to teach you. Two more things. Right. The first one is the single child scroll view just now, the one that I mentioned today, the one that we skipped today. Another one is getting. All right, getting data from an input. Right. So we know what's an input. We will try to get welcome to my app Muzaffar, for example, right? Because I put Muzaffar inside the form. Right. So that's the last two things that we do. So tak lama lagi. So we just take 5 minutes to update the code, everything. Let me do my usual. So we take 9:20 until 9:20 because I will as well. I will do my usual, which is uploading my code to GitHub, and then at least if anything you can compare side by side as well. Yeah, what I'm doing, correct. Okay, so yeah, we stopped for a while until 9:20, right? But I share with you the codes, but I saw Raj also online already, in case but I think for Raj this is all the revision. That's why I said last time I asked you to come morning class so that you can do revision. You can help me with the job and everything. But if you want to do revision, this is the class. So we stopped for a while until 9:20. And then two more things, all right, which is scroll view. I will explain to you what is a scroll view, why do we need it, and then last one is getting the input, right? And then after that we do slightly go through a little bit the slide, and then that's it for today. Okay, so last two things, right? Last two things. The first one that I say is okay. Tengok let's see. I think dekat kisah ni dah jadi, alright. So let's say that I besarkan sedikit tulisan, right? I put 30 here, alright, and then I put 20 here, alright, and then you see that the thing push down, alright. The thing push down, and then there is a yellow thing, right? If you're on a small phone, dia dah jadi, right? It's happening just now. But now, if I make it slightly big, my UI, my font, I'll make it slightly big, then the things kat bawah tu ada slash. The reason is because it's trying to say that hey, I'm not on the right I'm not on the right frame. Alright, the frame is not enough. Right, tak cukup ruang tak cukup. Right. So that's why in the app normally you have scroll. Right, you can scroll, kan? You can scroll down whenever the thing is not enough, you can scroll down. Right. So that's what we're going to do. Right, we're going to add a scroll view. Right, tadi if you remember my slide, I think I stopped here. Right. Oh shit, kita tutup pula. If you remember my slide just now, we have single child scroll view. I stopped for a while at single child scroll view. I cakap, okay, nanti I tunjuk you. Right. So that's the reason why you need to have single child scroll view. So we are going to add inside my column, alright, inside my center, alright. So single child scroll view jangan paling atas sekali ya. So inside my center, I will do alternate enter macam biasa. But there is no single child scroll view here. Right? If there is no single child scroll view, what I have to do is I select wrap with widget, and then I start to type single child, right, scroll view. Right? I have to remember the name lah, right? Single child scroll view, and then press save. And then everything will be okay, right? Everything will be okay. And then it's scrollable, right? So that's single child scroll, right? So let's do that first. I think not only two things. We have to go through the slide. Whatever that's missing, kita tengok sikit. Okay, so sambil-sambil buat tu, right? Sambil-sambil buat tu, I will show you text input, text field. No, for text field it's going to be different, right? Text field Flutter, text field Flutter. Alright, so for text field, alright, if you remember on reactnative kan, you there is this thing which is called state, right? You have to create state, and then you have to link the state, right? So in In Flutter also, it's almost the same thing, right? It's almost the same thing. So I will show you first, right? So let's say that the first thing that I'm going to do, right? The first thing that I'm going to do, I'm going to add somewhere atas button, right? On top of the button, let me besarkan screen a little bit. On top of the button, I will add a size box, all right, height 8, all right, so that I will add two size box, or I will add two size box of size 8, and then I will add a text field, all right. The text field, inside text field, I will have input, I will have decoration, all right, text field, decoration, input, decoration, and then hint text, enter your name, right? Enter your name, right? So that's right. So that's actually adding one text field. All right, that's how I add one text field. So I will have here enter your name here. All right. So that's how I have a text field. All right. So let's try to add that one first. So step one. All right. Step one. Add a text field. Right. Add a text field. Okay. All right. So after add a text field, all right, then in here, right, at the moment it's not called state, right? It's called a text edit. It's called a text editing controller, right? Add text editing controller. So where do I add it? Naik atas, alright. Before we jet build, I will do var name editing controller, right? Equals to text editing controller open close bracket. Right, so var name editing controller equals to text editing controller open close bracket, which means create me, right? Create me a text editing controller, all right, to be linked to the name text field, right? And I call it, all right, name editing controller. Right? So that's what it means, right? That's what it means. So kalau after this, I will ask you to add a second text editing controller, which is to link the age, right? Then it's going to be var age editing controller equals to text editing controller. So this part means create me a text editing controller. Okay, once you have done that, the last one is link it. All right, link it. So how to link it inside my text field? All right, I tambah satu lagi. I add another property here which is called controller. All right, controller. And then this one I will put name editing controller. Right, name editing controller. So controller, name editing controller. This is link it. Right. So number one is add a text field, number two, and then number three is link the text editing controller, right, to the text field, right, and then press, right, so link the text editing controller to the text field. And for example, I add here, welcome to my app plus, right, name editing controller dot text, right, name editing controller dot text. I add this. Then what will happen? All right. So for example, I put here, my name is Muzaffar. Press OK and then press me. Hello, welcome to my Muzaffar. All right. So that's how you get a value from a text editing controller. Okay, cuba buat that. Once you have done that, before we go through the slide, right? So before we finish, we will go through the slide a little bit. Just make sure that I did not miss some. I think I missed something, right? I missed something, but just go through one round the slide, and then before we do that, small exercise. All right, we try to target until 9:45, so 10 minutes exercise. Try to add another text field. All right, that is called age. Right, so age. Enter your age. So welcome to my app, Muzaffar. You are, and then how many years old? Right, you are. So add another text field at the bottom, and then that text field is enter your age, and then the message that is going to be shown is hello world, welcome to my app, Muzaffar. You are how many? You are XX years old, right? So that's last exercise, and then we go through the slide. After that, we finish, all right? And then I think if you need help, tomorrow you can ask for my help around 3, right? Around tadi kan I already tell me around 3 or something, you buzz me, and then at night we will do exercises a little bit, right, to practice.
Masa tak dapat.
Tak dapat? Tak apa, boleh share sikit. Okay.
Dia kata apa tu?
Sama juga situ. Message bahagian bawah ni, dekat bahagian message tu. Oh, name editing kita tengok sesuatu Name editing controller.text, name editing controller. Ni atas sekali. Okay, yang var tu cutkan dia sebelum build widget build. So cutkan line 13. Alright. Dia sebelum widget build. So it's line 27. Line 27. Yang bawah. Line 27, 27 you enter and then paste it. Line 28. Sekarang line 28 lah. Masukkan line 28 tu.
Bawah ni.
Bawah dia. Alright, paste. Okay, cuba tengok save balik. Okay, ni lain pula. Ini tadi sebab constraint with a constant cannot invoke a non-constant. Ini tadi okay je. Run my app. Yang line 15 tu buang. Buang line 15. Ada. Jangan bagi ada jarak ya. Line 15, line 14 and line 15 tu don't leave a space. Oh, komputer restart tiba-tiba. Alright, okay, tak apa. Okay, we do 10 more minutes. All right, 10 more minutes since Diana. Actually, that's the challenge of being a mobile app programmer. Right, sometimes you need a very powerful PC. Right, you need a very powerful PC on something. So now you know lah why people buy Macs when they want to do programming, right? So because MacBook Pro not simple. Even with my MacBook Pro pun yesterday you saw it's jenis sikit, right? Dia because I was doing a lot of things at the same time, right? Okay, so one more small exercises. All right, so I will add copy je, right? Copy, right? Copy this, right? And then you put at the bottom text field, enter your age. Right, this one is going to be age editing controller, but I need to add another age editing controller here. So var age editing controller, right? So text editing controller. So once I do that, all right. So kalau ada 5, kalau 10, 10 lah, right? So that's the easiest way, the easiest way. Kalau ada 10, 10 lah, right? If you have 5, 5, right? Oh, sorry. Oh my God, sorry. Thanks. Lupa today, right? So. Okay, so let me see. Let me show you what I have added. All right. So the first one, tadi dekat sini ya. So I add this text field. Right. Let me redo lah. Let me redo. Redo it. Okay, we were here just now. All right, we were here just now. All right, so I copy. I want a second text. I want a second text field. All right, I want a second text field. So I copy this up, and then I put it at the bottom. All right, and then I change the label. All right, enter your name. Now I change to enter your age. All right, and then this one, the controller now is not name editing controller. It's going to be age editing controller. Merah kejap. Alright, because why is it right? If you remember my step, right? After you do that, I have to do the on top. Right, on top I have to use var age editing controller. Alright, equals to text editing controller. Alright. So once that's done, then I can do macam tadi. Right, if you remember, right, we learned last week about the single quote, $sign and everything. Right, if you remember that. So this you can do like that as well over here, right? Yeah. So tadi I buat you cara yang panjang. Actually, right, in Flutter we can do the same thing, lain sikit saja, right? So hello world, welcome to my app is $sign curly bracket. Right, $sign curly bracket, name editing, text control text. This is something that we did last Friday, right? Last Friday when we at the end we did freecodecamp ES6. This is something that's almost the same, right? You are all right. $sign H editing text controller text years old, right? Years old. So once I do that, all right. Once I do that. Normally, if I do like this, enter your name Muzaffar, enter your age, I just tipu 30, press me, all right, welcome, you are. So that's how you add a text field, and then you try to get back the value from a text field. Right, 3 step. So step 1, create the text field. All right, step 2, create the name text editing controller, and then step 3, bring out the value. All right, and then I show you, all right, that you can use the $sign open curly bracket. It's almost similar as last week, right? Last week when we did ES6, we have this interpolation as well. Okay, I tengok lagi 2 minit. After this, we will go through the slide. And then I think ada 2-3 benda lagi yang I tertinggal, but we just cover it a little bit based on the slide, and then that's it. Yeah. So we just 2 more minutes, I think. 2 more minutes. Okay, so let's go through the slide a little bit. Why I want to go through the slide? Because I know that there are some widgets that I have not covered yet. So I want to quickly explain it to you what it is, and then we can have a quick look as well, right? How it works and everything. So after this, I will share the code as well. All right, container is a box we have gone through already together. All right, now you have center. All right, center is used to center a widgets. Right. Column from top to the bottom, and then this is the one I mentioned. Right, row is from left to right. Right. So that's the reason why I go through the slide. But I tahu the slide is for me to ni. Right. So what I'm going to do for demo purposes, let's say that after this size box, I will add a row. Dalam row, I will add a children, and then I will do text. This is left, comma, text. This is right. All right. And then every time after the thing, I need to have a comma. All right. So I add a row. Dalam row ada children. This is left, this is right. So once I do that, all right, once I do that, then automatically you see I have this is left, this is right over here. So one is on the left, one is on the right. So let's say that I want to add some ruang. If I want to add ruang, that is going to be a size box, right? Size box with 10, for example. Right? So if I add size box with 10, then there ada ruang sikit antara this is left and this is right. Right, so that's what a row is. If I want to do things from the left to the right, then I use a row. If I want to do things from the top to the bottom, I use a size box. Right, so you need to, if you want, we just add a size box here. All right, size box height. All right, height 8. All right, if you want, you don't need to type it. I can give you this code. All right, you just put it under image. Image.network. All right, I put it under image.network. All right, if you want to see how it looks like, you can put it. You can put this chunk of code under the image. Yeah. Okay, so that's positioning widget. Right, so one, container, center, row, column, and single scroll. Single scroll child view. I think single scroll child view. Right, single scroll child view. Right, single child scroll view. Right, single child scroll view. Right, so yeah, you try to understand what all this is. All right. And then you have visible widget. Visible widget is the widget that you can see. All right, widget that you can see. We have done 3 of this today. All right, we have done text. All right, text is for you to see the UI, right? To see the UI, to see the text, right? So and then you have image. For image, we have used image.network. Right, so you have used image.network. There is another way, which is using stored locally in assets folder, but that one we will show you tomorrow. So the one that we see today is getting it from a network, so which is image.network. Right? Image.network, and then put the URL. I think my code is even simpler than the slide that I created 2 or 3 years ago, right? So I think it's something like this: image.network, right? So image.network, and then you can put the URL right away, right? So that's the second one we will do tomorrow, right? The second one we will do because it's not really straightforward, right? Because it's not really straightforward. So that's what we will do tomorrow. Icon we have not done it. It's okay. Icon we will do tomorrow as well. And then button, right? Button actually we have seen text button, right? We have seen text button. So the code for text button is something like this, right? The code for text button is something like this. All right, so this one up too long. All right, so this one on press. I delete all this on press. All right, I will just do for example print. All right, hello. All right, hello. So a text button. So other than text button, right? Other than text button, there are other button as well. Icon button. Just now we were talking about icon button and everything. And then we have button with color, right? Button with color. So all of that we will see along the way as well. Slider, right? Slider is this. Right? We have not seen it, but tomorrow you're going to use it to create a UI. Just now, right? When you start the project, we do STLESS step, right? STLESS step. So this one I think I will copy it. I will put it inside slide as well, so that besok you tak lupa, right? So that besok you tak lupa. So the slide is actually already being pinned, right? So besok hopefully you tak lupa this. So I will just put it here. How do you create a project? And then tomorrow also I will explain to you about stateless and stateful. Actually, it's not there, right? The last thing that I want to show is actually just now we saw margin. Margin is a size box, right? Padding is a widget, right? So let's say that what if you try to remember back, when you did module 1, right? Margin is the distance between one element to another element. So for example, the distance between the text and the picture, that is called a margin. Padding is a distance between an element and its content. So everything is a box, right? So in HTML, everything is a box. Over here also, everything is a box. So let's say that ini terlampau rapat. All right, I want to have some spaces, right, in between the inner element of the page. I want to have some spaces, macam container, right? If we look, if we do, web, right? We call it container. If you do Bootstrap, we call it container. So let's say that I want to add padding a little bit. So padding also here is a widget. So I have to make sure that, all right, before I center it, all right, I want to center everything, but I want to have a padding as well. So alternate enter, wrap with padding, and then you bagi tahu lah, right? I want it to be everywhere. All means atas, bawah, kiri, kanan, right? So other than all, ya ada benda lain lah, right? So for example, from left, top, right, bottom, right? So that's one thing. But we just do all. I want everything to have a padding of 8.0, right? So once I do that, then there will be a space, right? That's the last thing for today that I want to show to you as well. All right, so that's it for today. All right, I'm going to update my code as well. All right, so if you need anything, you can get it here. Already shared the code, right? Already shared the code. So this is the code for today, alright. So I hope dan yeah, if you have anything, you let me know tomorrow as well. So benda ni is memory consuming. If you get 70%, that's why I share you the code. Kalau tertinggal apa-apa, you just get it from my code. Right? Previously, I didn't really do it, but that's why I really want you to get it. So if you have anything, tomorrow you let me know. Right? So somewhere around 3 to 4, I might be free. So if you message me in the morning also, I think around 3 to 5, 3 to 4. I think they said the meeting is around 4. 2 to 4 also can. 2 to 3 to 4. Right? If you need anything, you let me know tomorrow as well. And then tomorrow we will do exercises. All right, I already have these exercises for you. All right? You will create a simple BMI calculator. It's the same exercise that. Sorry, I dah unshare. Is the same exercise that you did when you do your expo, all right? You're going to create a BMI calculator, all right? And then before that, we do a small quizzes as well, right? Small theory quizzes as well. Okay, so that's about it for today. All right. Anything you let me know. All right, you just PM me anything you let, and then I see you tomorrow. Okay. Before you go, I need to. Okay, I need to tell you because next week is actually my company is having a team building. All right, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Thursday, Friday. All right, so it is impacted Thursday and Friday. So for next week, my company is having team building, so it's impacted Thursday and Friday. So my plan is to do the class on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, all right, instead of Wednesday. Thursday, Friday is not cancel lah, all right, not cancel, all right. If not, I have to anjak lagi, all right. I think we have a number of classes, 4 or 5 classes to be anjak. So that's why if possible, I plan to do it Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I will put it on the channel, all right? If you have issue, you let me know, all right? If you have issue, you let me know. But for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, maybe you have class or something, you have other things to do, you let me know, all right? Then tomorrow I will let you know lah. Is it going to be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, or it's going to be anjak lagi lah. Right? So if not, yeah, if possible, I don't want to anjak too much, but I have to arrange. Right? So that's for next week, all right? Because yeah, we can afford lah, right? The team needs to go for team building. They have to bring them for team building. All right, so I will put it in the channel. If you have issue, you PM me. Then I will tell you tomorrow. If somebody not issue lah, right? If you already have something, I know Monday, Tuesday normally you are the class or something, you just let me know. All right, I will arrange back. All right, so I see you tomorrow, if not.